Hello everyone. So we are going to start with the dictionaries in this particular class. So here we have that is the module 3 second chapter it is. So dictionary is a collection of unordered set of key value pairs. In the list we have seen only the elements, but here in the dictionary we will be having both key and value pairs in the uh, dictionary. Unlike lists and strings where elements are accessed using the index values, the values in dictionary are accessed using the keys. So keys plays an important role here. So key in a dictionary can be any immutable type like strings. Immutable means you cannot change it. Numbers or tuples. Lists are mutable, that is we can modify the lists using the index assignments. We can only modify the value, that is value, we cannot modify the key. Okay, we cannot modify the key. Can be modified using the index assignments, slicing, or using methods like append, extend, etc. They cannot be a key for a dictionary. One can think of a dictionary as a mapping between set of indices and a set of values. Each key maps to a value. Okay, you have to remember this. Each key maps to a value here. Now, how to create a dictionary? We can create an empty dictionary by using two of the methods. Either we can use d equals to lower brackets, or we can use the d equals to dict function, dict with the parenthesis. This is one function, or else we can create an empty dictionary just by using d equals to lower brackets assignment with a empty in between. To add items to a dictionary, we can use square brackets, as this is an example for this. To add items, we can use it like this is an empty dictionary created here. If you want to add the elements, we can add like d equals d of mango. See, if that is a string, we have to mention it in double quotes, equals to fruit. D of banana equals to fruit. D of cucumber equals to vegetable. So if you print now dictionary D, it will be like mango, fruit, banana, fruit, cucumber, veg. So these mango, banana and cucumber, these are the keys, whereas fruit and veg are the values. To initialize a dictionary directly at the time of creation itself, we can use this particular syntax. Telephone directory we are creating here equals to Tom 3491 Jerry 8135. So this is key and this is value. So if you print telephone directory, it will display the values, key value pairs as shown here. So if you want to display a particular value of a particular key, you can use key dictionary name. In square bracket you have to mention the key value, whatever the key is there, that is here it is do not, and if you mention like 4793, it will be created. So we are adding one more element to the telephone directory. So how now if you print the telephone directory, one element will be added to the telephone directory from 3491 08135 do not 4793. This is how it is created. So we can add the elements. If you want, you can add the elements to the telephone directory. So if a particular key is not there in the dictionary, and if you try to access it, you will get the error. Okay, you will get the key error. So for example, in telephone directory we don't have a Mickey here. Tom, Jerry, Donald, only three are there. We don't have a Mickey. So if you try to display Mickey, you will get the key error. So we can use the length function for dictionary to check number of key value pairs in that particular object. So now if you print telephone directory, telephone directory contains three values here, Tom, Jerry and Donald, and if you find the length of this telephone directory, it is 3. So both Tom colon 3491 will be considered as one element, okay, because it is a key and it is a value. This is one element in a dictionary. So length function fetches the number of elements present in the dictionary. We also have in function here that will check whether the particular key is present in the dictionary or not. For example, here we have Mickey in telephone directory. In is a operator. In is a operator which checks in whether Mickey is available in telephone directory or not. So which returns false here. Jerry is available in telephone directory, so it returns true. 3491 in telephone directory, it returns false because it checks only for keys, not the values. 3491 is not associated with key. Its associated key is Tom. Okay, so in operator only checks for the keys, not the values. So we can also use dictionary as a set of counters. One example is here. So we are creating 26 variables to represent each alphabet. Okay, we are creating 26 variables to represent each alphabet, that is A, B, C, D up to Z. Traverse the given string and increment the corresponding counter when an alphabet is found. So for example, if you have taken a sentence, okay, if you have taken a sentence and if you want to find the occurrence of each letter in that particular sentence, then you have to create a 26 variables, and whenever you traverse the string, you have to increment the particular variable. That is, if A is found in the string, A is incremented by 1. If B is found, B is incremented by 1, so on up to Z. So then create a list. 3 methods are there. There are different methods. One is this first one. Second one is we can create a list with 26 elements. All are 0 in the beginning. Okay, 26 elements of one list which contains 26 elements, each element representing the alphabet. Traverse the string and increment the corresponding indexed position in the list when an alphabet is found. Obviously, we know that in the list indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. So how we do if we have a alphabet, say alphabet A, if you have a name of the list as count, so count of 0 plus 1, count of 0 plus 1 when a particular, that is alphabet A is found. If alphabet B is found, count of 1 is incremented. Similarly up to Z. Otherwise we can have another way. We have to create a dictionary with characters as keys and counters as values. When we find a character for the first time, we add the item to dictionary. At this point, we are creating a dictionary with characters as key and counters as values. Okay. Whenever a particular character is found, that particular character is added to the dictionary and its value is incremented by 1. If same character is found again, it is not added to the dictionary since it will be already available in the dictionary. Just we are incrementing its count. That is how we are using the dictionary to count the occurrence of characters in a particular string. So out of 3 methods, the third method is the one which is easiest. This is an example for that. So here we have yes equals to input a string. Just we are taking an input from the keyboard here, creating an empty dictionary. D equals to dict for ch in yes. Okay, for loop ch is for each character in the particular string. Yes. If ch not in D, that is if it is not available in the dictionary, we are adding it. D of ch equals to 1. We are adding it to the dictionary. If it is already available, then just we are incrementing the count. At the end, we are displaying that dictionary. So just check out this by using the idle. We use the idle here as our executing console. just check out whether this particular char count. Okay, this is the program. Okay, this is the same program where I am talking about. S equals to, we are taking an input, then creating an empty dictionary, then checking for each character here. So if you run this, just give me some input here. Hello world. So this is how it works. So first time it encounters h, since h was not in a dictionary is empty, so h is added and it is assigned with a frequency 1. It is count as 1. Similarly e with 1. Then comes l. Okay, l was initially it is 1. When second l is encountered, it will not add another l into the dictionary. For existing l, it will add 1 count. Okay, then o, then so on. So this program counts occurrence of each character in a particular sentence or a string. Like this, we can do this for an entire paragraph also. If you enter a paragraph here, it will take that, or else we can take input as a text file, and you can find that for the text file you can find the occurrence of either character or words also. But the thing is, there will be punctuation marks, so some way we have to find for the punctuation marks. So that we will see in the next slides. So dictionary in Python has method called get, which takes key and default value as a 2 arguments. Okay, it takes a key and a default value, 2 arguments it will take. If key is found in the dictionary, then get function returns corresponding value, otherwise it returns a default value. So for example, here we have telephone directory as dictionary, Tom 3491, Jerry 8135, Mickey 1253. These are the 3 values, 3 elements available in the dictionary. If you print telephone directory.get Jerry, 0, since Jerry is available in the dictionary, it will return its value, that is 8135. Next, check one. This one, print telephone directory get of Donald. Donald key is not available in the dictionary, so it will return a default value. So get method takes 2 arguments, key and a value. If that particular key is present in the dictionary, it returns its value, otherwise it returns a default value. So function get can also be used effectively for calculating the frequency of alphabets in a string. So previous program, as you have found the frequency, using get we are finding it here. S equals to input, enter a string, again creating a empty dictionary for ch in S. D of ch equals to d dot get ch comma 0 plus 1. So just in one line we are calculating the frequency of alphabets in the string. You can see here how it works. So we are again taking a for loop. If ch, this ch is available in that particular string, so how it is taking, d is what here, dictionary dot get of ch, this character. Initially no characters will be there in the dictionary, and default value we are passing 0. Okay, if this value is not available in the dictionary, it will add plus 1, it will add 1 to the counter of that particular alphabet. Okay, if it is already available, then a default value which is there, already there, it is taken and plus 1 is added to it. Okay, it works. It also, this program also counts the frequency of alphabets in a string. Okay, then how we can use the loops for the dictionaries. When a for loop is applied on dictionaries, it will iterate over the keys of dictionary, not the values. Only keys are encountered. If we want to print key and value separately, we have to use statements like, see here we have the same dictionary, Tom, Jerry and Mickey. For k in telephone directory, if you print k comma telephone directory of k comma telephone directory of k, then it will display both key and values as shown here. This is the output for the above code. For this code, this is the output. If you just print k here, it will only displays the key value, that is Tom, Jerry and Mickey. If you want to print the values, you have to take this telephone directory of k. While accessing items from dictionary, keys may not be in order sometimes, and if you want to print the keys in an alphabetical order, then we have to make a list of keys. Using dictionary, it is not possible to display them in the order, in an alphabetical order. You have to make use of the lists. First you have to sort them in the form of list. So we can do it by using the keys function and a sort function. Two built-in methods we have to use here. Keys is one built-in method, sort is another built-in method. So one code we have here, again same dictionary we have. What we are doing here, ls equals to list of telephone directory dot keys. So it will extract only keys from the telephone directory. Remember, this keys function extracts only the keys, that is Tom, Jerry and Mickey. Then we are displaying the keys here. ls is a list here, ls dot sort. Then we are sorting them according to the alphabet. We have Tom, Jerry and Mickey, they will be ordered. Now we are sorting them. Then we are printing them dictionary elements in alphabetical order. For k in ls, print k comma telephone directory of k. A simple way. So k encounters with key in list. Okay, we have list here. We have list. This ls is a list. We are in ls, in the list we have only keys. So it will take a key and its value. Telephone directory of k means that particular value. So if the k is Jerry, then its value, that is 8135. Okay. So when you run this particular program, you will get this output, that is the keys are sorted in the alphabetical order. We can also use this key value pair from dictionary together with the help of the method items. We have another method called as items. Take care that you have to remember all the methods whatever we discuss here. Items method can be used to get the key and value pairs from the dictionary. So for example, here we have the dictionary Tom, Jerry and Mickey. Same example we have taken. For k comma v, instead of one variable, we are using two variables here in d dot items. So items method extracts the key and value pairs. Print k comma v. So that will return the key and value pairs from the dictionary. Remember this. K comma v in d dot items. Items function takes key and value pairs. We can also use files associated with the dictionary. Dictionary can be used to count the frequency of words. As I said previously, we can input a text file and count the number of words or number of characters in a file. One example is here. We have one file, say myfile.txt, contains some values here. Hello, how are you? I am doing fine. How about you? So this program takes the input file input, and if that particular file is available, then the file is opened. Otherwise, you will get an error. File cannot be opened. If the file is not existed, you will get the error here. Then we are creating an empty dictionary for line in fhand. Fhand means file handle here. For line means each line in the file. For word in line dot split. So what the split function does, we already have the idea. Split function splits a sentence into words. Say for example, here we have hello, how are you? So these will be splitted into different words. That is, hello is a separate, how separate, are separate, and you separate. So separate word will be taken here, and this will be added, means we are counting here. D of word equals to D dot get word comma 0 plus 1. Okay, same as using the get function what we have done previously, same one. So frequency of each word will be calculated here. Initially we have hello here, so word contains hello. D dot get, initially it will not be available in the dictionary D, so word comma 0 is the default value plus 1. So hello equals to plus 1, its value will be plus 1 initially. Then how is encountered, again it is 1. R is encountered, it is 1. U is encountered, it is 1. So when we encounter the third line here how again is there, but this how is different from this how, because it is a capital, it is a small h, and it is a capital H. Both are treated as different. Okay, so for this how its frequency is 1, for this how also its frequency is 1. This is how it works. Let us try to execute this one. This is the program. Okay, same program is there. File name we are taking. If you run this module, I have created a file with the name f1 here. So f1 dot txt. See, this is how it will work. Hello, its frequency is 1, how its frequency is 1, R2, U2, I is 1, I is 1, am is 1, fine is 1, and see, you can see this difference. That is what I said. This how its frequency is 1, this how its frequency is 1. Both are different here because it's a small h and it's a capital H. This is how it works. We are taking the input from the file. So as I said, since files contains the punctuations, exclamatory, hash, many different characters, semicolon, colon, slashes will be there. So if you want to remove these punctuation marks, we have some functions to be used here. If you want to remove them when you want to find the character count or word count from the file. So str class, that is string class, which we have already seen, has a method called as make trans. This make trans function returns a translation table usable for another method translate. Okay, make trans function returns a translation table which can be used for another method called as translate. Translate is another method here. So one example we are considering here, line dot translate here str dot make trans from str comma to str comma delete str. So what this particular line of code does is replaces the characters in from string with the characters in the same position in to string, and delete all characters that are in delete string. Okay, what it does, replaces the characters in from string is input here, with the characters in the same position in to string, and it will delete all characters that are in delete string. So whatever you mention in the delete string, whatever the punctuation marks you want to delete, they can be deleted. The form string and toString can be empty strings, and the delete string parameter can be omitted. Example we have here, import string. We need the string here because we are using the make, trans and translate function. We are taking an input file. Same way, file will open if it is available, otherwise you will get the error. A dictionary, we are creating an empty dictionary for line in fhand. For line in fhand, line equals to line dot r strip. We are stripping the line. Then line equals to line dot translate, line dot make trans, comma. Okay, we have comma here. From string is comma, and string dot punctuation. String dot punctuation. And here we are converting the complete line to lower, means if there are any uppercase letters, they will be converted to lowercase. For word in line dot split, for word in line dot split means what? Here we are splitting each line into words, and we are trying to calculate the word count. So what the thing is, we are just trying to exclude all the punctuation marks, that is comma, exclamation, semicolon, colon, all these will be excluded. Otherwise they will also we will be considered as one of the string. Okay, if there is a space between word and a punctuation mark, they will also be considered as one of the string. So to exclude them, we are using this particular. Next we have some debugging. Debugging means what? Here, if there are some errors, you have to remove them. So four ways are here. Scale down the input. If possible, we can reduce the size of the data set. For example, if the program reads a text file, start with the just first line 10 lines, or with the smallest example you can find. That is one way. Otherwise you have to edit all the things. We will not be knowing where the error will be. So it is better to reduce the size of the data set. If the file contains thousands of lines, so just go with the first 10 lines at the beginning. Then check summarize and types. Instead of printing and checking the entire data set, consider printing summaries of the data. For example, number of items in a dictionary, the total of a list of numbers. Now, it is not necessary to print complete data set. Then write self checks. Sometimes you can write a code to check for errors automatically. For example, if you are computing the average of a list of numbers, you could check the result is not greater than the largest element in the list. You can write it within the code itself. First, you can check the average should not be greater than the largest of the element. Okay, we call this as a sanity check. Another check is consistency check. That compares the result of two different computations to see if they are consistent. Then print the output. Formatting debugging output can make it easier to stop an error. Means whenever you will be having loops, many number of lines within the loops, you can split them into different for each two lines. If you display the output, you can get rid of the errors. You can go through the errors easily. So this ends the dictionaries chapter. In the next video we will have the tuple. We will discuss about the tuples, another data structure in the Python.